The previous day had been cold and muddy. It rained all night and continued into the morning as I rode. I pedaled fast and hard through the downpour, and unfortunately, my camera had become waterlogged, which prevented me from taking videos. 250 miles had passed since the last services, and Coldfoot, a town of 11 residents, was a welcomed destination. I bought a shower, walked the soupy roads, and gorged myself at the local restaurant. After a night far more restful than the last, my stamina was revitalized, and the worst of the storm had passed. It was time to ride. Gorgeous day out. I was expecting it to be rainy. Hopefully, the weather holds just like this. Rain clouds. Showers out there. So, hopefully this road passes in between them. Why is it raining when it's sunny? It's happened before, but it's still weird. This is the first day with more downhill than uphill, and it's really good. I'm making some good progress. Not too far from Yukon River. 175 miles after leaving Coldfoot, I completed the 414-mile Dalton Highway. My final day on this road had been slowed down by sporadic conditions. The mud in Alaska is sticky, cakes on, and dries like clay. Consequently, my bike's chain and gears became severely clogged, forcing me to walk for several hours until the next water source, where I was able to clean things out. Aside from bike issues and the occasional downpour, the last days on the Dalton were spectacular. Autumn was in full swing, the passes filled with vast expanses of red tundra, and the forest below bursting in yellows and oranges reminiscent of the Appalachians back east. Lastly were the people. Many offered me food, water, and rides. And I met adventurers from all over the world, even some who had driven all the way to Alaska from the tip of Argentina. The Dalton left me caked in mud, wet, cold, and with an array of experiences and scenery that I'll never forget. I continued on my journey south through Alaska, and not long after finishing the Dalton, a kind lady named Sharon offered me a quad ride and introduced me to her neighbors, one of which had me looking like a native Alaskan by day's end. I drove up the Steese Highway to the town of Circle, Alaska. And the next day, I was pedaling through and out of Fairbanks. Dusty flint, steel. is my longest day of bike touring ever. 131 miles. After my 130-mile day yesterday, I decided that the next few days I had accumulated enough miles to take some short days and do some hikes. So this first one is up to a ridge top. Stunning views of the valley. There's Eagle River below. It's a little town north of Anchorage. And yeah, the river down there is stunning. It just winds its way through the valley, and hoping to get a view of the mountains over there. Do a good shot. Bike as much, but thankfully it was a short day and I was able to do a hike, so this is where I came. Portage Glacier, Portage Lake, really stunning. I see glaciers like this very often. There's also some ice caves if you're a skilled mountaineer, but I wouldn't recommend it. So, yeah, tonight I'm gonna catch the ferry out of Whittier and go to a community called Yakutuk. Then I'll go to Juneau, and after that I'll go to Skagway, right up to Whitehorse, and the trip. The Alaska Marine Highway is a ferry system operated by the state of Alaska. It services 33 communities across 3,500 miles of coastline, from Bellingham, Washington, to the far-reaching Aleutian Islands. I decided to travel by ferry because in 2019, I drove the entirety of the Alaska Highway, which is the primary mainland route into the state. This time around, I wanted to see a different side of the state. So on the first Monday of September at 11:45 p.m., I boarded a vessel named the Kennecott and set out to sea. Across the Gulf of Alaska, I went.